Hi guys. We're having a sparkly day. So we are on day
Come on, Leah.
7.
7. I forgot to get the calendar for
Yeah, I
me.
need a calendar.
Yeah.
We're on day 7 of our 12 days of decorations. So the other thing we've got is files every day for you, and you can download the files for each day, and they have instructions and supply lists and some patterns. There's been some embroidery files that were digitized by the lovely Miss Linda. So those have been some other days, and we're kind of doing all our decorations in 2 colorways.
Yes, we are.
We're doing like the obnoxious Leah tree, that one there, pink and orange and blue, because that's how I decorate.
Yep.
And then we're doing like really classy Christmas with our whites and creams and other colors for Miss Anne. For today, in our 12 days of decorations, we're getting glittery. Sparkly.
Yes, we are.
So sparkly. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to use hot fixed crystals.
It's Rhinestone Day.
Rhinestone Day, hot fixed crystal day. Both those words are kind of the key search terms. We've got hot fixed crystals from Pink Sand Beach. So they're little packs of crystals, and they most of the sizes are marked. So they're 4 millimeters across. So they get applied with heat. That's what that hot fix means. And there's the good old-fashioned way of doing this, crystal by crystal, which I'm going to show you first. And there is a fancy tool. So this is not a kid-friendly step to this.
But we have some options for kid-friendly.
Yeah. Comes with a bunch of different tips. It's essentially like not a branding iron.
No.
Kinda. It's a thing that makes it hot. There's just a big element in there. Biggest I have here is 7 millimeters. That would be a really super big rhinestone. Hot fixed crystal. And it goes down to 2.5 and 2, I think.
Those are tiny.
Those are teeny tiny. So when you're going to apply your hot fixed crystals, you'll want to make sure that the size of the tip matches the size of the crystal because of how this thing works. So it heats up and it will pick up your crystals for you.
Which is really, really cool because now you're not burning your fingers.
Yeah,
I did yesterday.
No burning fingers. Anyway, we decided that I should bling out my brother mask.
They're tiny.
They are tiny. They're cute. So, a brush to get these all brushed, so the flat sides are down is handy. So you'll need to pick them up with the shiny side up because the glue side is on the back. So they're a little bit black on the back. All you have to do is gently push down and pick it up. I had a couple of these that didn't want to come back out earlier. This one. I pushed too hard. Now it doesn't want to leave me. You'll be moving those one by one. Which I'm not going to say is the fastest way of rhinestoning or gemming or bedazzling your project. Doable, but not quick. And if you wanted a pattern, you could trace out a pattern first. I'm just going to do the edge.
Now, how long do you have to leave it there?
This thing's really hot. It seems to be almost instantaneous.
Cool.
So those first ones I put down there, they're stuck.
Okay.
That one's not. That was the one that kind of dropped on place without.
So do I assume that these are washable?
Yeah.
Everything, but you don't want to iron it, obviously.
Yeah, and you wouldn't want to put it in a hot dryer.
Okay.
Cool dry. But yeah, rhinestones. Lots of fun. This is not the fastest way of doing this. I would be okay for like 3 rhinestones this way. And then I'm sure there's an easier way to get a fancy pattern. So a couple rhinestones go a really long way. Just has, I don't know, maybe 20 along the top and a couple in the center of each flower. Pretty sparkly. This is a pink sand beach bag.
Yes, this is the Maui Glam bag.
And there's kits.
And we have kits
with
which
patterns.
They have all the jewels in them.
This would be a nice gift. And this would be a nice size for like a toiletry bag.
Or a sewing bag.
Or sewing bag. The other one we have, with just a few crystals on it, is the Modern Clutch.
Isn't that cute?
And it's got the nice handle on the top. These are really quick to make.
Yeah.
If you get the kit with the pattern and the handle, it comes with the crystals.
So this one is the amethyst one.
Oh, you like purple.
I
Is
love
that going
purple.
home with you?
I don't know. And the last one that we have here, this would actually be a beautiful, just little, if we were going out somewhere nice.
You're dressing up for New Year's anyway.
Oh, sure. Okay.
And sit in your fancy living room.
Yeah, why not?
Nobody should.
And we have the kit to go with it, which actually has the same fabric that Leah just showed you. It's with the hot fix crystals.
If setting crystals one by one is the way you want to do it, the tool is your friend.
Do we want to unplug safety first, right?
These are really hot. Don't change out the tip on it when it's turned on. And then we'll switch gears. Because I would like all sorts of crystals and all sorts of fun patterns. And in the files for today, or if you have a ScanNCut and you're into the Canvas workspace, I just did this one on a scrap of denim just to see how well it would work. But you get the file, the ScanNCut file for this tree from ScanNCut Canvas.
Yes. So the file's not included in the download today, but on the Canvas workspace, it's there.
Yeah.
And the directions that we're giving you today actually have the file name, so you can find it.
And it was actually in a card, so there was a paper cutout to go around it, and then it was going to be a card.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel like making a card. I felt like just having a fancy tree.
Yeah.
And kind of, first thought here is we'll turn it into a little stocking or a tea towel and just sew my denim onto something else.
Yeah. Or you could make one of those crossbody little pockets to keep your phone in.
So I did not place all these crystals by hand.
You didn't?
No, I cut magic.
Okay, let's see the magic, girl.
So, brother has this great item available for the ScanNCut called the Rhinestone Starter Set. When you get the Rhinestone Starter Set, you'll get the wizard to make your own rhinestone designs as well as
a wizard. Just come with a hat? And
pretty much.
Like Hogwarts?
It lets you just like make all the tiny little holes that you need. And it comes with like a font in there.
Oh, nice.
Already rhinestone ready. Cool. Just got all the holes. So it's a bunch, it cuts holes. This is all it does. It just cuts tiny little holes. The rhinestone material, this is like a velvety texture, this black stuff. And it's a 2-layer product. So it's got the fuzzy stuff and then a backing on it.
Looks like velvet.
Yeah, it feels like velvet. Yeah. So we're going to cut this and it will be our template material for our rhinestone design. So we're going to do this on a standard mat. And I made a tiny little number 20 that you can reuse your templates over and over, which is awesome. ScanNCut things happening. So I've saved the little file that I made on my USB stick. I'm going to go to retrieve data to find it and open my USB stick. And then this is my rhinestone file. And I'm going to hit OK. And you don't need very much space when you're cutting rhinestone material. It's not going to take the whole mat. But I am going to do a background scan and load the mat properly so that I know I've already cut a few holes in this. So I should make sure that I'm not going to cut where I don't have material. Background scan. So I've got a tiny little 20, should be right in there. And this is just a whole bunch of tiny little holes. I'm going to tell it we want to cut. And I don't want to cut through the backing paper on here. I only want to cut through the black layer. So I'm going to go into the settings and do a half cut. Unload the mat. Put the ScanNCut back up out of the way. So, I didn't make a weeding box the second time. But I can start picking my what you're gonna do is take out all the holes. You don't need this much bigger than the design itself. And right now I can see where the holes are. Not that we want to celebrate 2020, but I think 2020 would be more fun if it was sparkly. So once that template material is cut, you're able to pick it up off the backing paper if you want. This all came out pretty cleanly. I'm going to leave this one on the backing paper. The tree I ended up taking off and poking the holes through with my little pokey thing because there was a lot of them and I couldn't see them from the front side.
That's an amazing little tool.
So if that's the case, you would lift this off and poke those through. But this will do what I need it to do next. So instead of trying to place all your crystals and pick them all up individually, you can drop a whole bunch on your template material. And then Brother's got this fancy brush that comes in the Rhinestone set. And its job, you just wiggle it gently and the crystals pop into place and flip over.
Really?
Yep.
That is wild. I thought you put those rhinestones in every little piece there.
Yeah, goodness no.
I was thinking, my gosh, I was
Goodness
really impressed.
no.
I was really impressed with you.
Now that all my little tiny crystals are in my little tiny crystal template.
Wow.
The other thing that comes with this set is this weird green stuff. It's not actually green. It's a transfer sheet. So it's sticky. It's a 2-layer thing. It's a clear layer and a not clear layer. And we're just going to get a little piece. So this, you're going to take the sticky layer. And just make sure all your crystals are stuck to your sticky layer.
Oh my gosh.
They're all there. And then,
What are you putting it on?
I don't know, my mask, I guess. So I'm just going to get that placed where I want it. The mask is a little bit weird because it's got some shape to it, but I've got a really tiny little iron. So the Rhinestone set with the ScanNCut is really neat because you can do just about anything with it. Wow. And there's a ton of built-in, like there's 100 Rhinestone ready designs when you get the activation code with it.
Wow.
So there will just be in your Canvas account.
Word. Holy crap.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So that's how I did the tree.
Wow.
Sparkly and easy.
Yeah, that's a lot easier than doing one at a time.
Yeah. And they're all lined up. They're all perfectly spaced.
Yeah, so I was thinking for the younger ones that we have. So I did up 2 Christmas trees with the popsicles. So I just popsicles. These were already colored. And I just cut them, which was a lot of fun. And I just got the big gemstones and just glued them on.
And if you're not comfortable letting them do the hot fix rhinestones, do the not hot fix ones with the white glue or gem tack. Or
some of them actually are sticky now. When you pick them up in the store, they actually have an adhesive back.
They're stickers.
They're stickers. You can stick it anywhere.
Perfect. So thank you for joining us.
Today
was day 7. We have 5 more days of 12 days of decorations.
Okay.
So thank you so much, guys. Be safe.
Be kind.
And be calm. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.